Good morning. This is Momo in the morning. I'm here to talk a little bit about an issue that's going around the whole United States and kind of makes me pretty aggravated to hear it because it's totally illogical. The Democrats are pushing the concept of defunding the police department. And I just think to myself, if you get rid of the police, what's the people you call when you got a problem? You pick up the phone and you look for you call 411 or 911 and you get call Ghostbusters or call someone else. We're not here. You know, it's kind of absurd. When somebody needs a policeman, they get on the phone and they call 911 and the police show up. And they do their best to their ability to help us. Now, if you defund them, in other words, what they're saying is have less officers, so there's already a problem. People that want to be a police, that's kind of taking your life in your hands because there's so much animosity out there in society because of the way the media portrays the police, that they're all bad. And we know that's not true. When I watched that video of Mr. Floyd on TV, I'm going, oh my God, that was gross. It was sick, appalling. I can't think of any words to describe what I was watching. But there's one guy. If you have any group, whether it's carpenters, plumbers, lawyers, teachers, there's always going to be a bad apple in every group. So you can't judge the whole police department for all the cities in the United States on the actions of a handful of bad guys that maybe shouldn't have been police to begin with. But who are you going to call? You got a guy coming in, breaking in your house. You're going to call who? If there's no cop going to come. Right now, the reason that having a weapon in your house is so important because it takes how many minutes for the police to come? So if you got some guy coming in your house and you're home and they know you're home, that means they don't care if they hurt you or your family or your kids. Come on. So what do? You dial 911 and you tell them, I got a gun. And if this guy comes near my kids or my wife or myself, I shoot him. And, they'll tell you to calm down, I'm sure, or whatever. But at least you call them and you let them know so you can't get as much trouble. Because you'll get in trouble, believe me. There'll be a headache, but at least your family will be okay. But how do you survive in this society if you're not going to enforce the rule of law? I hear that like if in Chicago, if it's you're robbing somebody or a store or whatever, they don't even arrest you unless it's a large amount of money. And then in New York, they catch you and they release you right away. They let you go. So what's the incentive for a bad guy to keep straight? They don't have to. They figure out, you know what? I got caught. So what? I'll go rob again today. And if they catch me, they'll let me go again. It's stupid. Our rule of law is so important in this country, and we're forgetting it. And the people that impose the rule of law on us are the police. They're the enforcement part of the rule of law. They're the people that come between the bad person, the criminal, and the good person, the citizen. And so I don't get it. Defund the police. Say the police are no good. Well, if we do that and there are no police, then what? Think about it. What are you going to do if you have a serious problem with a criminal and there's no police department? Or there's half of the force that there's there now. So you call and you tell them, I need help now. Please come now. They say, we'll be there as quick as we can. A half hour later, they show up. The bad guys are gone. Whatever's going on, you're lucky you're alive. And you just tell them what happened a half hour later. So, you know what? Let's support the police. When someone says defund the police, tell them they're freaking nuts. Tell them to wake up. And I watch this stupid TV, this media. God forbid do they push this stuff. They must think that the Americans are stupid. They're talking about defund, defund, defund. They should be saying, why defund? What are we going to gain? And the answer is nothing. So say some prayers for the police. Say some prayers for our country. And God bless America.